Some of you may know him for his heart of being a public servant, while others may know him for his attributes and being a leader. Mr. Alexander Brown can be described as one person, someone you can just call on. At a very young age, his parents, Roger and Diane, instilled in him a spirit and a drive to be the change he sought and seeks in the world. This led him to who he is today, as a student of Clemson University, majoring in political science. Politics has been his passion for a very long time. He has worked on campaigns and is currently working with Congress members and legislation, and hosts a podcast that is called The Root of All with Mr. Alexander Brown. When asked why he did become proactive in politics, he responded, "God placed a calling in my heart that could not be rejected. He implanted something in me, in my spirit, that wanted more for the people, and with the people." So that being said, after a selection from the Boyd Trio, the next voice you will hear is that of Mr. Alexander Brown.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this year's African American Cultural Experience. I'm Alexander Brown, and I'm here to speak on a few things. First, let me just say Happy Black History Month. In this month, we share our deepest gratitude for the many courageous men and women who spoke truth to power and put words into action. We give our thanks to those who woke up every morning to pursue a fight for a more equal and just society. Figures like Congressman John Lewis demonstrated the essence of standing up for something bigger than yourself. We give our acknowledgments to those whose shoulders we currently stand on in our own pursuits of a better tomorrow. And lastly, today, we celebrate the men and women who at this very moment are shaking the table and breaking ceilings in every sector of our society. And you see, we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. We are the reason why many of them fought against the turmoil, judgment, and violence that was in their faces every day. The fear that they encountered with every step taken, every word spoken, and every action performed. However, they didn't allow that fear to stop them because they knew it was for a bigger purpose. They could see a world where African Americans would exceed all expectations and be ambitious enough to take on the world. A world where unity is possible as long as you distribute an abundance of love and respect. A world where skin color isn't a prerequisite. A world where all men are equal and treated fairly. So we extend our gratitude to them for every march, protest, sit-in, and most importantly, giving us the tools to generate progress brick by brick. And as a country, if we want to see progress, we must have that brick by brick mentality. We must understand that progress cannot be rushed, and we cannot expect things to be expedited. We have to work towards it slowly. We must take small steps to victory to ensure that we make it there. And this progress is possible everywhere. From the White House to our house, change begins with you. And in the words of now Vice President Kamala Harris, you're never too young or too old to start being a leader. So when you get the opportunity, lead. Lead with a full heart, a sound mind, and a spirit that cannot be shaken. Your county, state, nation, and world is counting on you to make the first step into making it a better place. And we are at a point in our country that leadership on all levels is vital. All hands on deck will be necessary for progress to happen. And like Jana Stanfield once said, I cannot do all the good that this world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. And as the youth and future leaders of this beautiful country, we have the chance to produce that goodness by altering mindsets, initiating reforms, and fixing what was once broken. Our generation will encompass a vision that harbors nothing but bold and inclusive remedies to the problems that we face today. We're smart, effective, and capable of leading on present issues that must be dealt with. From social issues to the environment to innovation, we're ready to fight and work for a better tomorrow. And you see, there's so much potential in all of us, and we must acknowledge it. So today, I'm calling on you to turn that potential into fruition. Turn your no's into yeses, your can'ts into cans, and your dreams into reality. And I'm only asking because it's so essential that you do it. You have to do it for the next generation who will be standing on your shoulders. And as they're standing tall and proud on our shoulders, we must show them that we're just as capable of being lawyers, senators, doctors, CEOs, technicians, and most importantly, capable of being a public service to the world in which we live. And carrying the heart of a public servant is beyond necessary at this very moment. We must meet this moment with fast and bold action, and it starts with helping your neighbor. Be the guiding light in someone else's darkness and wear a mask while doing it. Spread more love and unity during these times of adversity, for it is beyond essential for you to do so. And as a race, we've experienced many rounds of adversity. We've experienced many of the darkest moments of our nation's history. And within each round of trouble, we aimed even higher and achieved even greater. And we aim higher and achieve greater when we acknowledge that the promise instilled in all of us is the promise to do better, be better, and make this nation a better place for all. Thank you, and may God bless you all.